An oath used to mean something. A man's word or a human being's word meant something. So if that was true in the past, why is it not true now? You see, there was a time when you made a promise or you told somebody something and you didn't do it, there was a price. Right now, we have people in office at the highest office in the government in the United States fabricating things to the citizens. Not only to the citizens, the government, judicial branch, and everybody else. It was done in this business and it's done in politics. And everybody knew it prior to him being elected again. But you did not worry about what happened in the past. You see, the modern oath returned to a forward-looking promise, no longer testing past conduct. Political reconciliation took precedence over moral accountability. See, I talked to y'all yesterday or the other day about character defects. Moral accountability aligns with that. You see, Congress removed most of the Civil War disqualifications in the late 19th century, just like we removed a lot of the things from our memory when we voted because we thought we were going to eat at the same table as other people. Now, I'm not talking about people of color, but you see, its enforcement philosophy, and I'm talking about the government, is lost. You see, the oath became ceremonial rather than exclusionary, aspirational rather than disciplinary, symbolic rather than consequential. You see, the moral comparison between then and now, because at one time they had an ironclad oath, okay? And that was based on a simple premise: those who once swore loyalty and then betrayed it should not be entrusted with power again. So Congress understood, and they understand and have not done anything about it right now, that the greatest danger to constitutional government does not always come from foreign enemies, but from the insiders who previously held public trust, knowingly violated that trust, and sought to return to authority without accountability. Does that sound familiar? And if it don't, what about this? Public service was treated as a privilege contingent on proven loyalty. The moral standard was severe but clear. Betrayal disqualified. Perjury destroyed legitimacy. The Constitution was treated as a binding authority, not a flexible tool for somebody to use anytime they decided they want to. All elected federal officials, executive, legislative, judicial, still swear oaths grounded in the same constitutional language. However, judging by their deeds rather than their words, the oath often functions as a prerequisite to office, not a constraint on behavior, a ritual without uniform consequences, a shield invoked selectively rather than a rule applied consistently. This is not an accusation against individuals by name, but as an institutional observation. When oath breaking carries little consequence, the oath itself loses moral force. Your word means nothing. Are we making a mockery of oaths? From a constitutional perspective, the oath still exists. The legal language still binds. The enforcement mechanisms remain uneven. You see, what that means is if I steal a candy bar and you are European and you steal $1 million, I get more time than you do. The concern is not that officials fail to take oaths, but that their constitutional loyalty is often subordinate to expediency, accountability mechanisms are inconsistently applied, and the seriousness once attached to oath breaking has diminished. By contrast, the ironclad oath assumed that character mattered more than ambition, and that power without loyalty was a danger to the republic. Now, I tell you, the ironclad oath reminds us of a hard truth. A republic cannot survive on promises alone. Oaths were never meant to be theatrical moments. They were meant to be lines that could not be crossed without consequences. The erosion of that principle does not require nostalgia for reconstruction, but it does demand reflection. If the Constitution is still supreme, then the oath to defend it must still mean something, measured not by words spoken on a single day, but by content and conduct over time. Let me tell you, this is a time where we cannot have people whose word doesn't mean anything, whose character and their wants are above the Constitution. In fact, there should be no person walking in these United States that think they are above the Constitution, and we should hold them accountable, but we do not. And we, as a people, our words have no weight at all. I'm going to end it here, but I'll tell you something. The erosion of morality among people, especially in government, is hurting us, and it's actually killing us. And I'm not talking about rich people, I'm talking about poor people. And we act like we don't know what's happening. I'm not going to tell you to wake up because you're already woke. All I'm going to ask you to do is just look in the mirror. Because, see, I know you're scared. You're scared that somebody's going to come take what you got, but they're going to come take it anyway.